Children, how are you children? I hope you are doing well. So let us continue with our previous topic, respiration in organism. Today we will see the respiratory organs in human beings. So now let us discuss about the mechanisms of breathing. When we inhale air through our nostrils, it passes into the nasal cavity. From nasal cavity, the air passes or reaches into the lungs through the windpipe. So windpipe is also known as the trachea. So children, this is the structure of the human respiratory system. This is the nasal cavity, this is the trachea, or it is also known as windpipe, and these are a pair of lungs. And in the lungs you can see the branches of the trachea. It is also known as the bronchioles. Then lungs are present in the chest cavity. Now this cavity is surrounded by the ribs. Then a large muscular sheet is present, which we call it as diaphragm. Now this diaphragm forms the floor of the chest cavity. So breathing involves the movement of the diaphragm and the rib cage. Now during inhalation, ribs move up and outwards, and this diaphragm will move down. So this increases the size of the chest cavity and the lungs get filled with the air. Now during exhalation, what will happen? Reverse it will happen. Ribs will move down and inwards and diaphragm will move up. So this reduces the size of the chest cavity. Now this movement you can feel in your body. If you will keep your palm on your abdomen, you can feel the movement of abdomen. So children, we should keep our lungs healthy because it is the main respiratory organ of our respiratory system. We should not smoke. Smoking is harmful. It causes lung cancer. So children, again I will repeat this one. How the process of inhalation and exhalation takes place. First we inhale air through the nostril. It passes into the nasal cavity. From nasal cavity, the air reaches to the lungs through the windpipe, or it is also known as the trachea. Now these lungs are present in the chest cavity. Now this cavity is surrounded by the ribs. Then a large muscular sheet, which we call it as a diaphragm, it is also present down and it forms the chest cavity, floor of the chest cavity. So breathing involves the movement of the diaphragm and the rib cage. Now what happens during inhalation? Ribs will move up and outwards and this diaphragm will moves down. So this increases the size of the chest cavity. Now during exhalation, what happens? Ribs will move down and inwards and diaphragm will moves up. So this will reduce the size of the chest cavity and air is pushed out of the lungs. So these movements you can feel in your body, which I told you. You keep your hand on the abdomen, then you can feel the movement of the diaphragm as well as the ribs. So lungs are the main respiratory organs. So you should always keep your lungs healthy. The air around us has various types of unwanted particles such as smoke, dust particles, pollen grains, etc. So when we inhale these particles, they get trapped in the air present in the nasal cavity. Sometimes these particles can get into our windpipe. So that means these particles may get past the air in the nasal cavity. Then they irritate the lining of the cavity. As a result, what will happen? We will sneeze. So sneezing will expel these unwanted particles from our inhaled air and dust-free, clean air enters our body. So children, whenever you sneeze, you should always cover your nose and mouth with the clean handkerchief. So what will happen? If somebody is standing nearby, they may inhale these dust particles and the infection can be transferred to the other person. Now children, I will share one activity with you to make a model to show mechanism of breathing. So you have to take a white plastic bottle, remove the bottom of the bottle, then get a Y-shaped plastic tube. Then make a hole in the lid so that the tube may pass through it. Then fix two deflated balloons to the fork end of the tube. Now introduce the tube in the bottle as shown in the video. Now cap the bottle, seal it to make airtight. Now fix a thin rubber sheet to the open base of the bottle by using glue or tape. Then pull the rubber sheet from the base or downwards and watch the balloons. Then there will be change in the shape of the balloons. Now push the rubber sheet up and observe the balloons. Again there will be change in the shape of the balloons. So it will help us to understand the contraction and expansion of lungs. So the balloon in this model represent lungs and the rubber sheet represents the diaphragm. respiratory organs of human being. And then what we have seen, that oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is evolved. So let us do one activity to show that carbon dioxide is exhaled during the respiration process. So take a clean bottle, make a hole in the cap of the bottle, take some freshly prepared lime water in the bottle, then insert a straw through the hole in the lid in such a way that the straw dips in the lime water. Now see children, I have taken freshly prepared lime water in this bottle, but I did not made a hole, just I have kept the straw sidewise, but I have closed the mouth of the bottle. So you have to take care that the straw should dip into the lime water. Now blow gently through the straw a few times. After some time, what we will observe, that the lime water changes into milky in color. So I will blow the air. Now you can see the lime water has changed into milky in color. So this simple activity shows that carbon dioxide is exhaled during respiration process. So children, today what we have learned, the respiratory organs of human beings. And what are the respiratory organs? Nasal cavity, trachea, or it is also known as the windpipe, a pair of lungs, and the diaphragm is present. And at the same time, we have seen one activity to support that carbon dioxide is evolved during the respiration process. Thank you children.